Yay. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM, JC Dittmer, here with these three nerds, and that dancing nerd right there with his fingers in the air, waving them around like you just don't care, is what Norman. How you doing this morning, buddy?
It's early, but
Never
I got
start
him.
something and it just keeps going.
Got him. I'm great. I'm happy. I have coffee. Playing D&D. Life is good.
Better way to spend a Sunday morning.
My dog is laying next to me.
A better way to. Hey, as long as he's quiet, that's good.
For now.
That man above me in the Dune shirt, looking forward to some Dune prophecy tonight, is one Ryan Crixus Kukta. How you doing this morning, sir?
Oh, fantastic. Ready? I mean, football, Dune, podcasting, like, today is lining up to be freaking-tastic. So let's do it. Let's start big.
Well, speaking of football, Packers-Bears today. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, it's game day. I mean, you can't get more amped than that.
Nope. It's gonna be a good Sunday. And last but not least, our lore master, our limerick maker occasionally, our lovable Jeff Williams, the lazy dragon. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. A little sore and a little congested this morning. We took the pool down yesterday, finally, for the year. So that was an adventure. And we did it without the kids home, so it was just the two of us getting the pool down.
Did you hear about the superhero that worked out too much? He was Thor.
So that's what we come to expect. So.
It's been a while since I've had to threaten to turn the stream off.
So recap, you said.
Yeah, right. Recap. That's what I meant.
That.
All right. Looks like a long recap, so I'll try to make it quick. So last session we started off entering Stormwind past some statues of the great heroes of Stormwind and entered into the trade district. While we were walking through, there was an explosion caused by the Defias, so we had to fight 5 Defias members. Pepper cast haste on Grim, who kind of went on a vengeance spree and took care of most of the guys, while Sue was pretty much protecting Pepper and taking all the damage. Then afterwards, Sue put out the fire with his Flask of Nature calls, I think we're going to call it now. We got a small reward from the guards, crossed into Old Town, and found the secret door in the alley to find the SI-7 headquarters where Master Shaw was. We found out that the EVC initials on the letter could likely be Edwin Van Cleef, who was the former head of the Stonemason Guild who led riots causing the death of the Queen. Then we left the letters with Master Shaw to interpret while we met with Boros Alexston in Cathedral Square about the signet ring, and he could get the number off the ring, but he didn't know who it was. So he said to give him some time, and while doing that, he asked if we could go check on his family down in Westfall at his family farm. So after dinner in the Dwarven District, we went back to Master Shaw, and he told us that the letters are actually schedules of the thefts that were occurring, and told us how to interpret them. But he said if we can, it's a weekly schedule, and it might be on a cycle, so we had 2 out of the 4 weeks of the schedule. And then when we told him we were heading to Westfall, he asked if we could check in with Brian Stoutmantle at Sentinel Hill. And that is where we left off. So, anything anyone needed to do in the evening?
How I'm assuming you saw my message about my gleaming armor. So now if you allow that, just
Yeah,
for flavor.
you found armor, that you got to pay for it. So say 100 gold. It's probably pocket change for you right now. But all your armor now just continuously, like every 2 minutes or so, cycles prestidigitation on itself. So your armor is always clean and shiny. You, however, may not be. You may smell funny. You may have dirty in the cracks, but
Jeez.
I meant of the armor that came out way different.
Oh right.
One of those things. I open my mouth sometimes and random things come out that don't sound right.
Zoinks.
If I lived in the South, they'd say there's something ain't right about that boy. Anyways, is there anything else you would like to do before you leave?
In the evening, I think Pepper would just be kind of doing whatever she can to avoid attention from the wizard school because she doesn't feel like checking in.
Okay.
But she would write their adventures in her journal for the night, and after writing them, she'd call the guys over and be like, "Hey guys, listen to this one. This is a good one. Grimhawk jumped to action with haste. 5 thugs of Defias he faced. Using Suel's distraction, Grimhawk claimed satisfaction. Sweet victory was all he could taste."
Nice. Are you in a public area when you state that?
Probably in the pub area of the inn we're staying at, if we're at an inn.
Some drunk guy looks at you and goes, "Huh, that's funny. You don't look like a bard." He stumbles away from the table.
Funny, you don't look Druish.
Sue, did you have enough gold for that transaction, or did you want me to take it from the party funds?
100 G's.
Yeah, you'll have to take that from the
Inventory.
party gold.
Okay, no prob.
The only thing that that Grimhawk would be looking for is just a nicer set of hand axes or a nicer warhammer. So if there's anything like that here, great. If there's not, we'll just keep on keeping on.
Yeah. Better than what you have. You'd have to hunt for it. You don't find anything readily available. Pepper,
Well, I don't
is
think
there
I'm
anything
spending
you-
all day hunting for it. So.
Yeah.
Not in the evening, but I have a couple things in the morning I'd like to do. If we're
Okay.
moving to morning.
We'll move to morning. Yes.
So Pepper would try to get to bed early because she'd want to get up and go back to, or go to the different districts where she used to work for the various people and find some of her old friends and give.
Used to dance on mailboxes. We've been over this.
And give them like a gold's worth each, so like 10 silver. And she wanted to do it in the morning, not the evening, because she'd prefer that they don't just spend it on alcohol. But she knows how hard they work and how little they get paid, so she'd probably go around and just find everybody that she can, and even some that she doesn't know. And if nothing else, it gives her that connection that she might need someday of information too. And then so just, I don't know how many friends she's got around town, but I can subtract a gold per. And then the other thing.
Go ahead and subtract like 5 gold. 6.
Okay.
6 gold.
All right, will do. And that's not out of the party funds. That's out of her personal. And then the other thing that I would do is, since Sue doesn't have to sleep as much, I would grab Sue and take him to a jewelry shop and do everything I can to make him embarrassed by making it suggestive that we're getting a ring because we're getting married. But the reality is we just need a 300 gold diamond for Revivify in case it comes up. So, but she wants to wear the diamond while it's not in use. So that's what she's going for, a ring or a pendant or a bracelet or something.
So make a persuasion check, because Tom's shaking his head.
I wouldn't tell him.
Make an insight check.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell him before we got to the place where we were going.
What am I rolling?
Insight.
Oh, it's not good.
Figuring out if Pepper actually pulls this
Neither
story
am I.
off.
We matched at 9.
You're suspicious, but you go along. Because of how much you know about magic, you have a funny feeling that this may be a reagent for a spell that she's looking for, and you're not sure exactly what, though. Because she said something about magic stuff.
Oh, so
Someone
she didn't
find
tell me
magic
that
stuff.
we're actually getting a Revivify diamond.
No, she left out what you were getting specifically. But she said, we need to go get some magic shit for casting spells, basically. And you went, okay.
Yeah.
But you sense something is up, and then you realize it when you get this
Yeah,
dark.
like I'm pointing at the rings and calling him honey and that kind of stuff, like as if we're getting engaged or something, and and trying to get them all flustered, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it?
I'm
And
100. It's not
in the end,
making me flustered.
just hoping to walk out with a 300 plus gold, or 300 plus, 300 gold plus diamond, so that we have it in case we need it.
Being that you're 100 and you understand what you're trying to get, and you understand what she's trying to get, I want you to make a persuasion check to try and get a discount on this 300 gold diamond. Because you jump into the part and start playing it for the value of saving money.
14.
14. Yeah, you get the 300 gold diamond for 250 gold.
Nice.
And your mind starts turning, thinking, this might be something we might be able to do regularly. So,
I swear.
you guys go pick up Grim at the...
To embarrass her on the way out.
Yeah?
I'm gonna give her a big old slap right on the ass.
Make it an arm strength.
Nothing she can do about it except remember it for later.
You're just gonna allow it?
Yeah, she was
Making that an arm strike, I said.
Oh.
Yeah, she was probably just enjoying the fact that she got away with it, that she wasn't paying attention and was very susceptible to
12.
Does that hit your AC? 12?
my AC is 13, but again, I wasn't gonna try to dodge. I wasn't even paying attention.
All right, yeah. We'll say it connects. It doesn't have the satisfying crack you wanted it to have, Sue, but you connected. So you just end up picking up Grim in the morning. Wow, that is the craziest side story I think I've done in a while.
Well, now I can check that off my list.
As we walk out, I'm gonna look at her and say, I do not embarrass easily, young lady.
And Pepper's just like, that was fun.
Although that was a great idea to get a discount. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. And she's definitely wearing it. She's like, now I'm blinged out. I didn't have anything real expensive,
She's
fancy.
just walking around with her hand out and looking at it.
Yeah.
She got a 300 gold diamond grill.
Yeah. Somebody dies, you're gonna have to punch my teeth out. Nice, good plan.
Well, grills are removable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And say you've got a diamond tooth.
Jump my diamonds is reckless. Feels like I gotta hang him from my necklace.
All right.
I think
Back
this
to
is
the main
kind of
story.
show you can say that.
Probably. But I probably should have said gnome. It feels like I got a gnome hanging from my necklace.
Now you're talking.
There we go.
Very
Fixed it.
creative. Awesome.
Bit behind. All right. So you guys grab Grim. Grim, did you do anything? Are you knee deep in bacon? What's going on?
Yeah, Grim, again, he was just wandering around town, just looking for shiny giant weapons, just chatting up people, making sure they know of Grimhawk and how amazing he is and how he just took on several legendary Defias and saved the town very recently. Just making sure his story spreads as quickly as possible across the land.
The tale of Grimhawk the Stout.
Indeed. So just making sure that legend doesn't die, before it picks up additional steam.
I got like this. I got this feeling, like psychologically, that Grim really hates his given name, and he's going around trying to spread stories of Grimhawk to to kind of erase his given name from existence. It's just a thought that came to me. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I mean, I just want to be known like a superhero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like superheroes have that impactful name. So
Wagger.
that's where I'm going with that. Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. So you guys meet up with Grimhawk. Head out of Stormwind. Where are you heading to specifically?
We were gonna go to.
You're gonna say something other than the 3 destinations I had in my head. I know it.
Well, I wanted to go back over the ocean back to my elven keep. No.
We're gonna take that
Back to
tram
Teldrassil.
to
Ironforge.
Yeah, Ironforge.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think we're heading. Is it south and west to Westfall? Past the is it the garrison?
Yep.
Let me get my map out here.
Yep. Past the garrison, cross the bridge. To that little island that the garrison's on, and you cross the following bridge. This whole trip is taking you about 3 hours at this point.
Oh, did you guys before we left Stormwind? Did you want to reset our Hearthstones to Stormwind? Because I don't know if we need to get back to
Yeah, definitely want to do that.
Goldshire. So
Yeah. I mean that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. I could be a real dick right now.
we didn't say it, so we don't get to do it.
You didn't really say it. In fact, I'm going to.
I mean,
You didn't
okay.
say it.
Okay,
It
All right.
doesn't matter.
You're set the Goldshire right now, boys.
we're,
You're left
we're going
without it.
across.
I asked if you wanted to do anything. You didn't say it.
Yeah,
Yep,
we're going
sure.
across the second bridge. Going. We should have done.
Yeah. So about 10 minutes on the other side of the bridge, you come across a family, a cart pulled off on the side of the road like a horse and like a covered wagon almost that is broken down. The wheel is broken off, you can see. And there's a woman with 2 small children sitting on a rock nearby. The children are kind of running around chasing butterflies and whatnot, and the man's trying to fix the wheel. It looks like the axle is shattered and part of the wheel is broken.
Mm.
Would my mending help, or would that? Is it too big?
Yeah.
Are you gonna talk to him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get a better look at what's going on.
Well,
Walk
It
up,
might.
cast
You
if
think
they're
it
gonna
might,
do
you
that.
don't know.
yeah. We'll stop. Well, I'll
Come
stop.
out, start casting magic. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might all have a deck ya. Thinking you're a threat.
I fixed the wagon. It's mine now.
Yeah. I'll stop. Excuse me, sir. You look like you could use a little bit of help.
Well, yeah. That's the understatement of the year. What do you prefer to help me with, the wagon or my farm?
Oh, well, since we're not at the farm, I think we'll start with the wagon.
Okay. Well, the axle itself is shattered, so I need a new axle. The wheel we can probably get along on, but it's gonna be a bumpy ride. And you look at the wheel, and it's got it's a wooden wheel with spokes, but there's a section of the wheel that's like smashed between two of the spokes. So he seems confident his horses could pull it if he could get the wheel and axle back together.
Are they pointed
But it
north or
looks
pointed
like-
south?
They're pointed north, like they're headed up back from where you came from.
Well, why don't you tell
looking at
your farm troubles to my friend Grimhawk here, and let me see what I can do about your wagon.
Okay. Well, you see here, there are some goblin constructs, things, nasty things came. They're attacking all the farms in the area. Two of them came to our farm. That's what done this damage. It hit the wagon as we were jumping in and leaving. Took care of the wheel, but the axle was loose. I could feel it wobbling, but I didn't want to stop. It finally broke.
Well, I mean, I'm not amazing at fixing anything, but I like crushing things. So, goblins need a crushing. Is that basically what I hear you saying?
Goblin machines, yeah. Yeah, if you get well, and even then, there's no guarantee that they ain't gonna come right back. I mean, the whole of Westfall's been invaded by bad folk. We're gonna go lay low with her sister and Stormwind for a little while, till this
When you say
whole
bad-
situation blows over.
When you say bad folk, is it more than just the mechanical goblins?
Mechanical goblins, Defias, the wildlife,
Wildlife.
the elementals. Like, there's all kinds of stuff here. I mean, it's a rough life living in Westfall. I knew that. I knew the wildlife would be bad, and I knew the elementals would occasionally be a problem. But this whole goblins and Defias thing is just too much. It's too much.
What's your name, good sir?
Oh fuck! What is his first name? Give me a second. His last name's Furlborough.
I
Furlborough.
was wondering,
Yeah.
since that's the next farm on the map.
Dum. Just I'm gonna say Josiah because it just says farmer. Josiah Furlborough.
All right.
Hmm.
This is my wife Jenny. Jenny.
Hello, Jenny.
Well, I think we'll see if they need help with the wagon, but then I'm talking excitedly about crushing some goblin machines.
So, wagon. Is mending a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it'll take 2 casts of mending for the axle and the wheel to fix them. They're both
Mhm.
sections that are no larger than that.
Yeah, I figured it would be
But-
kind of a mix and match, kind of put things together and then combine them. And
This is going to take successful strength checks from 2 people and a successful dexterity check from someone. So you guys determine who's doing strength and who's doing dexterity.
I'll take the dex check. And we'll
Okay.
probably have to call Grim over for the strength check.
Feels right.
Grim, we're gonna need you to hold this.
Sue, are you going to participate in the strength check?
Can I assist and give him advantage? Or does
Sure.
it need to be individual?
No, that'll work. He sees you. It's funny because you go to start picking it up, and you're picking it up like right by where Grim is picking it up, and Josiah runs over to the other side and goes, "Okay, here," and then helps you guys as well. So yes, you have advantage on your strength check, Grim. And then
I'm gonna spend my heroic inspiration because it's
single digit rolls are not good in this instance.
so yeah. If it was an acrobatics check, I get. Oh yeah, that was not better. So
18 plus 4 will get me 22.
18 plus 4 is 22.
so 9 was the better roll, and it's unfortunate that it wasn't acrobatics, but
It takes you a little while. But Grim's just he walked over, he grabbed it, and he just lifted it up. Like just I went over there to help lift and kind of went, whoa, okay, I'm really not doing a whole lot here. And it takes you as long as you need, even with your failed dexterity check. There's a little bit of time, but Grim does not seem to be bothered by holding this end of the wagon up. Granted, there isn't anything in the wagon, but
the
you
giant
get the
rock
wheel
in my
back on there.
finger was giving me a difficult time with my dexterity movement. My
Yeah.
small hand. I kept getting caught on the bottom of the wagon while I was working.
You're
not used to it being there.
In a rare attempt to be funny, Sue is going to pretend to struggle lifting the wagon. Well, because Grimhawk has it. You know how you're like, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to make a show of,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah. Just,
So yeah,
2 guys on the end of the couch are doing all the lifting, and there's Sue in the middle, like his hands on the couch, but not really doing anything.
yeah.
In case you're curious, I got an 18 on a performance check.
Nice. Yes, it looked like you were struggling mightily. Grim's wondering why the fuck you're making the face, but he's like, I got this. The Josiah looks at you and says, thank you much. Here, I don't got a pen or any charcoal or anything to write this down. Can you remember this?
Of course.
It is number 4 Main Street, Old Town, in Stormwind. That's where her sister lives. That's where we'll be if you get things cleared out and you can find it in your nature to get us a letter or some notification. Good luck. Yeah.
Good luck to you, sir.
We're gonna go now.
We shall speak with you soon. Ish.
So he loads the kids and wife up, and well, she loads the kids up and back, and it's kind of like the kids are free reign to run around the back. There's some hay back there and stuff, and the 2 of them get in the front of the cart and start driving away. Make a perception check as they drive away.
Oh, he was a vampire the whole time.
12.
7.
12 and 7. Grim got a perception check.
Sorry, I was on the very wrong screen.
That's all
18.
good. 18. Grim, you're the only one that hears it. As they're driving away, he says to his wife, those fools are going to get themselves killed. Nice guys, but they're going to end up dead.
Grimhawk,
Right.
why are you flipping them off?
doesn't sound like something I would do.
No.
Hey, make sure to spread the word. You were saved today by Grimhawk and Company.
Grimhawk and Company. Patent
The
pending.
kid in the back goes, Grimhawk! Hey, your first fan.
Yeah, Grimhawk was
He
never.
lifted a whole wagon up by himself.
So we never
Ignore
discussed.
the fact that his dad and the wizard were helping.
We never said what our actual group name was. Do we want to say that so that way we can pretend that
Grimhawk
Grimhawk is
Company?
trying to subvert the actual group name?
Yeah, I mean we better. Otherwise,
I like that. Grimhawk and Company. That's hilarious.
So-
Honestly, that is very fun.
What the original name was? What the
So I
one?
think we ended up settling on PaxAurum.
PaxAurum.
PaxAurum. It's like two words meaning like peace and gold, or like a golden piece or piece for gold.
Yeah,
Golden shower.
But
I think.
kind of combined into one word.
Yeah, I thought that sounded really good. Unless Cooch has a different idea.
no, I think it's a
Grimhawk and
good
Company.
idea. But I might keep saying, Grimhawk
Grimhawk
and
and
Company, and then someone might have to correct me.
Well, yeah, I expect nothing less.
We are Grimhawk and Company, and Sue just kind of takes his arm and puts it down and steps on him. We're PaxAurum.
Yeah.
So Pax.
Yeah, they were too far away to.
Aurum.
Yeah,
Merch coming soon.
Right, but
you are. But I mean, the farm is the closest thing on the map. So if we're looking to relieve some stress this morning and give Grimhawk something constructive to do,
I was gonna say about 10 minutes in, the road diverges left and right. Which way do you want to go?
so if we go left, we're heading to Sentinel Hill, and that's where Master Shaw wants us to check in. We go right, we go past the farm of these fine fellows, and then also Alexton's family farm, and then the roads converge again at the south end at Moonbrook. So, I mean, we don't really know what we're getting into other than what the farmer said. So, for more information, we could go left. If we just want to start wrecking house, we go right. We'll worry about the consequences later.
Probably want more information, right?
You sound so dejected, Grimhawk.
Well, I mean, Grimhawk really does like smashing shit, but
Grimhawk smash. Grim
I mean, the
smash.
farm's not the first farm's not too far down the road, so we could check the first farm and then still come back this way without losing too much time.
all right,
Yeah.
that feels right.
If it's more than we can handle, then we go for more information. If it's, piece of cake, we keep moving on.
Yeah,
All right,
and those
yeah.
are hills down the middle of the map. That really isn't like a mountain range. Like you'd be able to get through those relatively easy if you wanted to cut across. Just saying.
Sold.
All right,
All right.
so it's the Furlborough Farm is where we're heading.
Yep. Blame someone at Blizzard for that name because it's fucking mouthful. Anyways, as you approach the farm, it's about 10 minutes away. As you approach the farm, let's see, let's start this and get the map up here. You can see wandering through the farm fields two large metal golems that look like kind of like oversized scarecrows gone wrong.
Hmm.
They're wandering around the field. There is a section of the house that's been like a corner of the house that's actually been beaten in, and the roof has collapsed there. Some of the fences are knocked over. The crops are getting trampled. Huge,
Yikes.
big time.
Hmm.
So, but they seem to wander and then they'll turn around and wander back. How long do you watch them before you do anything?
I would say long enough to see if they're on a pattern.
It seems that way. It seems like it's
I mean,
almost a programmed pattern.
If they're tall enough, we probably see them for a while we're still walking towards them. But yeah, we'd have to be close enough to see if there's a pattern.
Yeah, they're about 10 feet tall. They're large. So you got the two of them there. On this map, don't go into the black, please. It can make things weird.
There is there's black on the edge.
This is a multi-use map, and I figured out a way to do this.
Oh, and here I thought I was gonna be able to hide in the shadows.
No, that is actually nowhere. That is a bar where I have a shit ton of tokens, so don't go drop yourself over there because there's...
On my turn,
He's
I'd
like,
like to go like this and then hop into the black.
I'm gonna miss the step into nowhere.
You aggro everything within the black. I unhide it all. You got to fight it all at once.
I jump out of the black.
Bring it
No,
up.
gracias.
It would definitely be a deadly fight to do that. Like probably 3 or 4 times over. So I don't recommend.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
I
But what
rescind
about
my
the
current
allies
statement.
that are in there? There must be allies in there too, right?
Uh-uh.
Enemy of my enemy. No.
Still your enemy.
The enemy
Oh,
of
there
my
is an enemy of an
my
enemy in there. Yeah, you would have some assistance probably from the... Yeah. So,
Oh, he almost
Anyways.
told us.
I almost said something. So, I almost said it too. I was like, eh. So, what would you like to do? You notice they're walking in a pattern. They do not seem to notice you yet.
Well, Grim,
What crop?
here's your
crop are we looking
chance. That's it. Well, Grim,
Yeah.
here's your chance to bash some face.
Are we looking at a crop that's highly flammable? Says the.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sue, you got that water flask handy just in case?
I do.
Okay, good.
I.
In case things heat up around here.
As the Germans say, der Fuhrball.
Possibly.
They're full.
There
Is that
may
true?
be.
All right. Do we roll initiative? Or are we just still engaging?
Can
Planning
we
to attack?
can we
No,
sneak up
not-
to them? And-
Planning on yelling out.
Yeah.
Is there,
So
is there anywhere
here's
near,
because they're unaware of you. You guys get advantage on your initiative roll.
is there
that
somewhere
works.
near enough that if we did alert them to our presence, they would be not in a flammable area? Where it's like a huge field and like it's not gonna
There's
really.
field all around,
Okay. All right.
but it's kind of grassy and old, and well, there's dirt like outside of the actual like farm field itself. Yes, there is space where you could probably, I don't know if you want
But
to
it-
try and lure them
I don't
as
think-
bait.
I don't think I could keep Grimhawk patient that long, so we'll just go with it.
You couldn't.
Plus, it makes for a better story when we light the field on fire.
All right, so roll initiative. You 3 with advantage. Because they will be surprised. They do not know you are there.
15.
24.
Grim, you have. Yep. And Pepper.
Did it roll with an advantage? I don't think
Yep.
it did.
I don't
Okay.
think. Did it?
Mm-mm.
I don't have the game log up. Roll.
It didn't look like it. I thought I checked it, but it didn't look.
I don't see advantage on
Oh,
either
because
one
I
of them.
didn't.
don't see it when it's
Okay,
rolled.
I see what I did. It was my bad. I'll roll a second time.
Okay.
16 or 15. So 16.
So
Or
16,
15
let me
doesn't.
change it. Let me change it back to 16. There we go. Now, Grim had 24, Pepper had 16, and Sue had 15. Grim, do you want to switch with anybody?
No.
He does not. He wants to go fight.
No.
All right. Then, Grim, it is your go.
All right, Grim's just gonna get a little closer and just continue to yell out, "Hey, monsters! Who are you trying to pick a fight with?"
There is
Trying
a
to get their
mechanic.
attention.
Yep, there's a mechanical whirring and gear sound, and they both turn and look at you. Is there anything
All
else
right.
you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving a little closer and keep yelling out, pick on somebody your own size, and leave these poor people alone, and that much ugly can't fit in a clay pot, stuff like that.
Is there any action you want to take, or is it just yelling this shit at them?
No, I mean, I'm not sure that they're like, if they're hostile or broken or being controlled by someone. I'm not sure what they are. I'm just yelling out to try to
Okay.
get their attention so we can better assess what's going on.
Okay, are you done?
I am done. Mm-hmm.
All right. This guy. 5,
They rolled better than us.
15 steps into you. And he is going to attack you with it's got like blades on its hands where its hands should be. And it's going to attack you with each of those rusty blades.
Sounds really dangerous.
20 to hit.
Hits?
All right. That is 7 slashing damage. And then the second one's a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. Then he is going to his eyes like sparkle red for a second and then flash. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. This is his bonus action.
All right. My roll is 15.
All right. Yes. You get your shield up in front of your face, block the flash of light. You are not blinded. The end of his turn. All right. And we go to the other one. Go 5. Gonna step up to you, and he's gonna swing his swords at you.
Right where you wanted to be.
21 to hit
Hits?
for 5 slashing damage, and then a second swing is 12. Seems familiar. Then I need another Constitution saving throw as he does a similar flashy stroby thing with his eyes.
13.
13 saves. His turn is over. All
Is the,
right, and we're on to Pepper.
Okay, and you don't have to answer the question, but just to make sure, is like once you save from it, are you immune, or is it
Nope.
something that every time it's
Something
okay.
else. It's
Okay.
something else. It may happen
Good.
again. It may not. We don't know.
We don't know. All right. Definitely gonna say to Sue, keep Grim alive, and
Full-time job.
let's see.
I'm
I
but one
think
elf.
Best is probably getting within, I guess it's 60 feet, right? Yeah. That seems good. All right. So I'm going to just move forward just a little bit and lock onto A, or attempt to lock onto A with a witch bolt.
You hit tab, you'll
This
lock on.
is-
No, I'm kidding. That's it. In World of Warcraft, if you want to lock onto something, you hit tab.
So it's a ranged spell attack on A.
All right. Okay.
So it's a 16.
Does hit.
All right. So it's 2d12s. And that looked better until it stopped moving. 9.
9.
And this is which bolt is, in case it matters.
Which bolt?
It is lightning damage.
Which bolt?
Which bolt? This bolt. That bolt.
Yeah, that bolt.
That bolt. So that would be sustained linkage of spell, and I can use a bonus action on my later turns to do 1d12 without having to reroll.
You said linkage.
And I think that's good.
All right, Sue, it is your go, sir.
All right. Well, I am absolutely. Okay, 60. What's that?
That's what it sounds like. Or somebody's pouring marbles into a jar.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, something. It's been doing that for a while. I don't know what that is.
Jeff smirking.
No, wasn't me.
Curious, sir.
Yes,
Curious.
I was like, holy shit, someone's mic picked that up.
Yeah,
Gotta be more careful when I fart.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Sue.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Grimhawk.
Probably a good idea.
So you get a +2 bonus to your AC, and that's for up to 10 minutes.
Nice.
And that's it. That's well, actually, I take that back. I'm gonna toll the dead. Neither one of them have been hit yet, right?
A
I
is
just hit
taking
A.
witch bolt
You can
damage.
see the witch. You can see the.
Yeah,
the
you can
witch
actually.
bolt.
Yeah. Which bolt?
Yeah.
That bolt. The one between between Pepper and A. Sparking and flaring as it hits.
Yep. So I'll toll the dead to that one.
All right.
That's a wisdom save.
That is not.
Oh, it does.
I was
have a
trying to draw.
throw for wisdom. It's a 4.
Oh.
It's a failure. As the bells ring out across the
Yep.
countryside. How much damage does he take?
God damn it! Not great. 5.
Is that on?
Does he take
2d12?
bonus damage
That's
from him being damaged?
2d12.
Wow.
That's 2d12. Oh, good lord. Wow.
What? You
Wow.
hit him. There's
You
that.
hit him, yeah. You hit him and you did damage, which is more than we can say for Ryan some days. Although last week he made up for it all.
It's necrotic damage, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Strangely enough.
I didn't think it would.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I can't
Alrighty
toll the
then.
dead. That was a bonus action.
Toll the dead's a bonus action?
Yeah, you can tell.
No, toll the dead
can
is
toll the dead.
toll the dead is not a
It's
bonus.
not a bonus action.
I see.
But
So
your
he's got
spell
5
is
hit
not a
points back.
bonus action.
Oh, shield of faith is a bonus action. So I would toll the dead first and shield of faith as bonus. There we go.
You can do it in either order. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it shouldn't
that's
matter.
that's why I confused myself because I saw it as a bonus action and then I did it first.
All right. There we go. All right. That moves us back to, unless you want to move, Sue. Are you good where you're at? Do you
I'm
want to
good.
move?
I'm good.
Yeah, you got some nice distance between the two of you. That moves us back to Grim. You are staring down 2 10-foot tall mechanical apparitions.
All right, I got some.
Feel kind of short right now.
I'm gonna go after the one that hasn't gotten smashed yet,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put. Hopefully, I get a hit, and I'm gonna put some money into a smite here. So let's attack with my Warhammer.
I love watching Jeff think with shapes.
That's only 10 to hit.
10 misses. Oh.
I'll swing again with my second attack. 25 to hit feels like it wouldn't miss.
That hits. He lifts the one leg up that you swing at first, and you missed that one, but he's standing on the other one. He can't move it. So
Sure.
you connect with that one.
So then I'm going to hit with my Warhammer and then do a couple things after that. So let's do this. Warhammer hit. 7 damage.
7 damage.
But then my
That's bludgeoning,
Divine
right?
Smite.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
My Divine Smite adds 5 damage. And that's radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I use a channel divinity because I hit with a Divine Smite to inspire. And that's, I can use it on myself to gain 2/8 plus 5 health. And that's, alright, that's 15. So that gets me back to full.
All right. So they've both taken. Oh wait, no. Aid did not take any bludgeoning damage, huh?
No.
No.
Correct.
Aid took lightning damage. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That completes your turn. We'll move back
does.
there. Parts of A. Oops. That's the wrong way. A seems to, like, parts of them seem to pull out where the witch bolt had hit him and, like, start rebuilding itself. You notice, almost like Transformer looking as it goes. It's going to swing at Grim with his swords. First one is a 7 to hit, which does not. Second one is a 11 to hit, which does not.
11 does not hit.
And that's gonna end his turn. So that let me. How do I do this? Let me just. There we go. Okay. Track that. We go to B. It, like, where he was hit with your hammer, you see it kind of try and move, but it's not functioning properly. Like there's smoke that kind of peels away from there. But he's still gonna take his sword and swing at you for 13, and his other one for 11. That was almost a 23. Nat 20.
Yeah, that shield of faith just deflecting off that, not even getting close to me.
And that ends his turn, which moves us back to Pepper. They are not accustomed to fighting something so short. Keep swinging over the top of your head.
It feels
Nice. All right.
I imagine
well,
those Rock'em Sock'em robots.
That's
And then try
very
and
much
punch
like
down.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They only have such a range of motion. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to deal 1d12 lightning damage
Okay. To A.
to A. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That's 10.
Nice.
I'm glad one of us
Very
can
nice.
deal
And
damage.
then, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shatter with my action.
Okay.
And I will make it so that Grim is outside of the Shatter range.
It works. I love these spell forms. It's so great.
I couldn't get the line. I couldn't get the line to work, so I had to use a rectangle for
That's fine.
that, but it works.
Well, it's a 5 foot. It's a 5 foot wide line, though, isn't it? Technically.
Oh, I guess so.
I mean,
Maybe
it
that's
doesn't
why.
really say because it's but what you're doing makes
You're
sense.
right.
Keep
You're probably
doing
right.
it. You're good.
Probably had to be a full 5 foot. So, check this out. Shatter. They must make a Constitution saving throw. A construct has disadvantage on the save,
Ooh,
and these appear to be
Nice.
constructs. I don't know
yes,
if
they are.
Yeah. So disadvantage. Beat
So,
a 12
A.
or beat a 14.
A got a 3, a 15, and a 1 on the die.
Nice.
And
Disadvantage
B,
matters.
B got a 5, 3 and a 5 on the die.
Nice. All right.
So they both take full, whatever it is.
So here we go. Come on. Show me big numbers. I like it.
No whammies.
15.
No whammies. 15 to both?
15 to each of them, yes.
Damage.
Sounds strong.
And that
15.
is thunder damage.
Ooh, it's thunder
So
damage.
I'm apparently dealing lightning and thunder.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And I'll put this over on the side.
Just slide it off to the side in case you're going to do it again.
Yeah.
Makes
I'll
sense.
go put it in the black. I'll go put it in the black zone.
Yeah, go put it. Yeah, that you can put in the black zone. That makes sense.
If I put it all the way in there, I won't be able to see it though. So I'll leave it far
Okay,
away out.
that's fair. That is fair.
All right, that
Alright.
was fun. That was my turn.
Darkness is vivid and the light's not there.
Figuring lightning and thunder is better than fire in the middle of a field of flammable crops.
Too early. Not everyone knows the lyrics to the album.
No. No,
Uh,
yeah.
Yep, that's one of my favorite lines. The darkness is vivid and the light's not there. I forget which song it is. I couldn't tell you what song it is, but it's a great line. I think it might be Cut the Bridge. I'm not sure. Anyways, that was Pepper's turn. That moves us to Sue. Neither one of these guys look like they're doing so hot. That shatter really kind of blew them both for a loop. Like the shit
Chunks
that
flying everywhere.
yeah. They seem to be malfunctioning slightly.
Does one look
And
way
Grim
more
killed himself.
blown
Be
up than the other?
bloodied. No, they both look pretty blown up.
Right.
Honestly.
The one that is south, that's C. I'm going to.
Actually, go ahead and make a perception check. If you can beat a 20, I'll tell you the difference in their hit points.
Negatory.
That's what it is. That's how
Negative.
close it is. All right.
I'm gonna guiding bolt C.
Guiding bolt C. Perfect. C.
There's A and B.
C? There's A and B.
Oh, it's
No
it's
C.
very small on my screen. What's the one the south?
That's what she said. B.
B. Oh, that's a 10 to hit.
10 to hit, 10 misses.
Damn you.
That's my
What's
shot.
history check for?
That's
That's it. You blew your one.
Gross.
Yar.
All right, Grim. It's you, sir.
All right, Grim's just gonna whack away at B.
Yeah, you are. Till he
Trying
explodes.
to get him. Only a 10 to hit for attack 1.
10 misses. 10 misses.
And then only a 12 to hit for attack 2.
Just misses. Just
Const-
misses. AC
construct
13 on
just,
these guys.
I must be hitting the hard parts. And they're
Yep.
not making anything stick, so you
Mm-hmm.
know, I'll curse out in Dwarvish whatever certain curse might be. And then
Color a stone.
yeah, basically.
All right. We move to A. He the blast marks on his back from the shatter similar to the other one, the contraption that seems to be rebuilding them is not working. The design in them is not working at all, and he swings his swords at you. That's an 18 to hit.
It does not hit.
Right, and that's a 9 or 10. That's a 10. So that misses. I need a Constitution saving throw from you as he flashes from his eyes again.
17 to save.
17 saves. You shield up. You save from that. Moves us to B. Same thing with B. The the rebuilding mechanisms within him are not functioning properly. He still swings like he's programmed to. 12 and a nat 20. 23.
That'll hit.
Damage roll. That is a whopping. Wow, that die went on a journey. Whopping 7 damage. It's a D8. It was spinning on its end. I don't see that too often in this engine, but that was pretty cool. Only ended up being 7 slashing damage.
Alright, that removes half of my temporary hit points.
And his turn is over. That moves us back to Pepper. Neither one of them look like they're doing very good. They're sparking and sputtering, and you can hear gears grinding inside them.
Alright, we'll start with the bonus action Witch Bolt damage for 6. This
Really?
is A.
That's interesting. Okay.
Oh man, did he have 7 hit points left? And then I will cast Starry Wisp at it. It's a cantrip I get for being a druid. I don't think I've used it yet. It's radiant damage. Ranged spell attack, and if it hits, it emits dim light. So let's see if we can hit it. Oh, that's a crit. So yeah.
Of course, right? Yeah, that hits it. Does it do any damage?
That's cool. Yes, it does. It would normally be, let's see, 1d8, but it's 2d8, so on a crit, it's 4d8.
Roll it out,
So,
sir.
17 radiant damage.
Would you like to describe how this little wispy, starry thing destroys this hulking machine?
All right, yeah. So you see a tiny wisp of light that travels around, kind of rotating around the lightning that's connecting Pepper with A, and it goes into the hole left by the lightning. And when it gets inside, it just expands into just a glowing light, similar to what you might see Grim when he's really given his power, and it just comes out through all the seams and takes it apart.
There is it goes in and suddenly there is a flash through all the seams. What am I thinking of? There is a movie I'm seeing vividly where light shines out from someone from the inside and the face kind of melts away. It kind of does that for a moment, and there is the sound of a machine just breaking down.
Is that Highlander?
And with a hiss, it stops moving.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't remember what movie it is.
I
I
can
can see the picture vividly in my head.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to Google image search. That is everything I have. And that means me. That means my witch bolt is gone.
Yeah, it is going. That moves us to Sue.
Well, at this point, I think I'm going to fight. Oh, I'm not quite in range. Shit.
Did you? I wasn't watching. Were you able to fit diagonals into your advantage?
He was right. Let's see. 5,
You're right on the edge of the map.
15, 20, 30. Let's see if he is there. 5, 10, or 5, 15. No, he's gonna end up being 5 feet short no matter where he is.
Sounds like range spells in order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll toll the dead. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. All right. My bad.
Oh, you're good.
17.
Fuck me, that saves.
Take half? No. Save or suck.
I don't.
No, not for cantrips.
It's an all or one, or all or nothing.
Okay. All right. Does that complete your turn?
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah, it does. All right, that moves back to Grim.
All right,
The-
Grim's
the-
just gonna smash. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one to your right stopped moving. He's smoking and steaming a little bit.
All right, start the smashing with 16 to hit.
16 hits, absolutely.
All right, for only 6 damage.
All right.
Second effort, 26 to hit.
That does hit, yes.
For not quite done yet. 7 with divine smite. Then
Yes. Would you like to describe how this one dies?
yeah. So again, my axe is glowing with radiant damage as I smash this thing, and similar, but it basically when I hit it across the ankle, like the legs kind of just explode with radiant damage, and he kind of falls over like. "Brrr."
Okay. Well, he collapses a bit, like it chunks down, and he kind of sits there. You said axes?
No, I just kind of smashed his ankles with my
With-
warhammer.
Warhammer.
Oh, with your hammer? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, what was the damage you did? Radiant
Thunder
and
and radiant. Thunder and radiant.
thunder,
I'm sorry, lightning and radiant.
lightning and radiant. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you would like to do, Graham? They're both kind of standing there smoking.
I mean, does it seem like they would have anything inside of them, like is
Gears and stuff. Yeah.
constructs or- All right, is there any value to that?
From what you can see here, no. Are you going to reach inside B to try and figure that out? I'll let you reach inside it with your bonus action.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you reach in there. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Bad.
Bad. Yeah, you're looking in there. You're thinking it's kind of gears and stuff. While you're digging in there, the one to your right, you hear something whirring, and he powers up again.
Oh,
I need a Constitution saving throw from you. As his eyes flash at you.
7.
You are blinded for a minute. He's going to attack you. Does he have
That was
advantage if he's blinded? Does that give the opponent attacking an advantage?
I'm gonna say yes until I can look it up, but
Where's blinded?
it
Hang on,
sounds
blinded.
like it should be.
Can't see. You can't You can't see and automatically fail any ability check that requires sight. Attacks affected. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Yes. Okay. So these have advantage. Oh shit.
It's good when reality and the rules both seem to make
Yeah.
sense to
Here.
me.
Here's the advantage roll. It's a 10 for the first attack. Second attack is a 6. Jesus Christ. Swinging at you. You're blind for a minute, and he still can't hit you. That does end his turn. All right. B does not seem to do anything. It does not seem to move or start up at all, which is good for you because your hand's inside there right now. Pepper, your turn.
All right. I see A coming back and saw that what. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna spend another shatter, another.
Okay. Spell
see.
slot.
Yeah, it leaves me with one. So I'll make it the same. Here, I'll drag it over. I'll do both of them again in case because I saw the one came back to life. So I'm like, okay, now I'm afraid they both are. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So it's a con save of 14. Yeah.
How about a 12?
That misses, and it would have disadvantage. I don't know if you forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot to do that. Do you want 12 or do you want me to roll it at disadvantage?
No, that's fine. It failed either way. So
not necessarily. If I roll at disadvantage, it could roll 2 dice higher than 14.
So it'd be 13 thunder damage.
Would you like to describe how your 13 thunder damage kills it?
I just want pieces
Kills
flying. That's just even if they hit Grim, pieces are flying.
Yep. Pieces everywhere. It does slump back into its like deactivated state and kind of sits there. Is your turn over?
Let's see. Technically, I can cast a cantrip with it'd have to be a bonus action. So yeah, I'm done.
All right. Sue, it is your turn. They're both sitting there slumped, kind of deactivated.
Did Grimhawk say anything about being blinded? Or was that something that...
I don't know. Did you, Grim?
I made a sound like yarg. That's it.
He turned into a pirate.
All right, so I would go... I'm going to grab Grimhawk and pull him back from the constructs.
Okay. Grim, do you go willingly? You're blind. Something grabs you. And starts pulling you.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's not the golems.
Yeah.
They probably don't grab with
It's the soft and
It's the softest
sensitive touch of an elf.
Yep. Soft, sensitive touch of
And
an
I
elf.
would say something. I would be like yelling, "Grim, are you I would be saying, "Grim, are you okay?" as I'm pulling him. So I would hope he would understand it's my voice.
Okay. So where do you go then? The two of you.
I'll pull him back up towards Pepper.
Okay. So move the two of you up there. All right. Does that complete your turn then?
That would be my action, right?
Yes.
Or could that be a
Grab him
bonus
and
action?
to move? Well, you move to get to him, so you need more movement to get to where you are,
Yep.
I think. So you're, 5, 15, 20, 30. If you want to move back down to here, that could be one movement. And I'll say your bonus action is going to still have you have an action.
So you can use your action to drag him further
Uh,
with dash action, or you can.
I think with my action, I'm going to toll the dead on B.
Okay.
That's a wisdom of 15.
He fails it.
All right. So that's going to be... Sure, now I roll well. 14. 14 necrotic.
With each ring of the bell, more pieces fall off of him. Bolts loosen up. plates, like a plate, a bolt falls out and a plate kind of swings open. It's kind of hanging there. Does it complete your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
All right. Grim, you are blind. You are being pulled away by Sue. What would you like to do?
Yeah.
In my head, a blind Grim goes running back into the fray and swings at both of them.
I am.
Thanks a lot,
He's a
genius.
paladin,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I don't really see anything else that I would do though. Like,
Can you
I'm-
remove a condition with lay on hands? Is that
I'm
still a
trying to
thing?
look right now to see.
That's the only thing that came to mind for me that you might
That's
want to try
right,
and do.
because
I can remove.
it doesn't just heal. I know it
poison.
gets rid of poison.
Grimhawk touches himself.
Yeah.
I can see. Grimhawk, it's supposed to be the
it's-
other way around. I thought you're supposed to go blind when you touch yourself.
Oh,
Only
I was wrong.
purifies poison. So
Purifies poison. Okay, so it doesn't make you not blind. Got it.
Oh, Master Robin, you lost your arms in battle.
You're growing a nice set of boobs.
all right,
Later.
I'm just. I can't imagine I'd do anything else. Maybe I'd stay
Griffin.
where I'm at and just start throwing hand axes. So that's what I'll do. I'll just throw hand axes.
Point me in the
Blindly
right
throwing
direction.
hand axes in the field.
Make an attack.
This is awesome.
Make an attack at disadvantage.
Sue, point me in the right
Roll one.
direction. Sue, point me. Point me.
14 to hit.
14, yeah. you throw your axe and there's a satisfying clunk as it hits
One of them
the-
was a natural 20 too, which would have been more satisfying. All right, and that hand axe does 5 damage.
You see
Doesn't get
like
very
a
far.
chunk of it fall off where the axe hits it, and the axe kind of tumbles. You hear your axe thud on the ground.
All right, and then the
You done
second.
then? Oh, second
I-
hand axe.
Do I
You gotta
get,
throw
do I
another
get a second hand axe attack if
Oh.
it's ranged?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and also I believe you have an ability that if you hit with a hand axe, your second attack is at advantage or something.
Oh yeah, let me
Is
read
that-
that because I always forget that.
Unless
If I hit a
unless it
creature-
says unless you're blind.
If I hit a creature and deal damage, I do have advantage on my next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn.
Okay, so it's a straight roll. I'm gonna say.
So I
'Cause
kind
you
of know
heard it.
where it was.
Yep,
Since
you heard it hit.
it's
You know where it is. That hits
13
too.
is even,
Yeah, that hits.
and so
Another,
yeah,
Hunk of metal flies off of it, and it kind of sits there. And
ghetto crit for 10.
nice, more metal. Like the axe actually sits in the chest cavity of it this time.
And Grim yells, "Who needs zombies?"
You do, you
Have you ever
daft
heard the
dwarf.
story where he fought 2 metal golems blinded? Killed him with his hand axes. The
Grim looks
golems
around
at this-
He looks around to see if anybody's watching us to make sure we. Oh, then he remembers he can't see anyone.
Did somebody see that? Because I'm not doing it again. The golems don't seem to do anything. They just sit there smoking. And we're out of initiative.
All right. Yeah, if they definitely don't look like they're coming back, I would do some digging to see if they have some kind of magical power source inside. Something that was keeping them alive or keeping them moving.
Make an Arcana check.
I would come over. I would actually walk over and do the same exact thing.
Make an Arcana check.
It's 13. +6 is good.
I had an 11.
I hope
Allergen.
I
You
can't
see wires.
I'm not doing
You see wires inside, and you see gearing. You see something that you think might be power, but there's like cables running to it from like the back of the neck to the like right in the gut of it where this like power core sits, but it doesn't seem to have any power. Strange.
I'm an elf. What do I know about wiring?
If I can get one of them out, I'll try to rip one out and just bring it back as proof of something.
You ever see one of those big like batteries that I forget what volt is it, like a 9-volt battery? One of those big ones that used to the old school flashlights that had the springs on top for the terminals.
Those are like a 6-volt or something, some weird number.
6-volt or something like that. Yeah, one of those big ass. It's about that size.
Okay.
Has springs sticking out of it like that.
Powered by Duracell.
Bing bong.
Yeah,
bing.
I'll take one. I don't know that I need a whole collection, but just take one.
You know what would have been funny, John? If you would have made these constructs rabbits, and they just kept going and going and going.
They kind of do. But right about the time you pull that power source out of it, Grim, your sight comes back and you see Pepper pulling a square brick thing out of one of these, its abdomen.
Perfect. What? Oh, what the bloody hell is that?
It went from a dark blur to a light blur.
Nothing to see. I used to live here, you know. You're gonna die here, you know. It's convenient.
Game over, man.
Do we want to scour the rest of the property and see if we can see any more of these or anything else that might be affecting this farmstead? And I will definitely make sure to not go any further than 60 feet from my companions.
I'm going to help Grimhawk to his feet, and I would be on alert. I can't imagine that these are the only two here.
Go ahead and make an investigation check as you scope out the farm.
For average farmers, these two would be more than too much to deal with. Investigation of 25.
10. I'm so middling in my rolls today. It sucks.
Are you investigating at all, Grim, or no?
Yeah, as soon as my sight comes back, I hit a 6.
16. Yeah, for Grim and Sue, it's a farm. It's a farmstead. There's damage to the house. There's some damage to the barn. The crops in this field in particular, where they were patrolling, are shot. I think it's lost. One thing you find inside the house, Pepper, that seems odd, on a door frame where the latch kind of connects, is a tuft of fur, black fur.
Would I have an idea of what it might have come from?
Make a nature check.
All right,
all three of you can roll this because I'm sure he's going to bring it to your attention.
Yeah, this doesn't look like
especially considering he has no clue. She has no clue where it's from.
This doesn't look like cat hair. You guys ever seen anything like this?
I'm gonna do a nature check because I don't know.
Yeah, both of you do nature checks. Yeah.
7. I don't know
7.
Shit.
Yeah, you got
looks
no
like
clue.
a cat.
15, maybe. Is it a wolf? I don't know.
You're along the right lines. It's something canine in nature for sure. Wolf or something with more coarse hair.
Got it. I'm gonna make sure I take my hand axes that may have been stuck in the machines.
Good boy. I had a note for that. He threw his axes. Make sure he picks them up.
I got a reminder. Otherwise, it would not have been front of mind.
Mm.
Yep. All right. But
All
you
right.
don't seem to find any sign of any others here.
All right. Well, what
Let's
time of day are we
go.
looking at?
You're midday, 1.
Midday.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think? You want to go continue on this side of the island or the side of the land, or do you want to go back and check in with Sentinel Hill?
We were originally trying to get some information this way, right? So,
No, we did a little detour to see what
got it.
what was
The
going
guard.
on at the first farm,
Got it.
and then so
Second
we
farm
can
is a
continue on to the
destination.
next. Yeah, we can either continue to the Alexton farm or go back slightly and head the other way to Sentinel Hill and talk to the garrison there.
I mean, I like going to check out the next farm. Maybe it's early in the day yet, right? If we head to Sentinel Hill, they'll feed us dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Something
Sure.
to consider. If you go to the farm, you're going to be traveling at night from the farm to Sentinel Hill, likely. It's going to take you a few hours to get to the farm from where you're at. It'll also take you a few hours to get to Sentinel Hill. It'll be about dusk when you get to either one of them.
Well, then
So you can go to the farm, but then you may have to figure out what you're doing overnight.
Yeah,
we
I'd
can
want to
get farm.
I'd want to get back to civilization by dinner time.
Okay, then let's head over to Sentinel Hill first. Then we can always go cross country.
Yep.
Check out the farm in the morning too.
Makes sense.
Take us a little longer, but probably not as long as walking all the way around.
Makes sense.
Absolutely. All right.
All right.
So you guys travel for the better part of the afternoon, and as the sun is setting over the mountain range to the south, there's a beautiful like lens flare moment when the sun spreads out and then winks in, and it becomes just this little glow in the back of the mountains. About that time, in front of you, you see a lone tower on a hill, surrounded by a fortification wall that currently has the gates open, but there are guards outside looking like they're about to shut the gates closed. You see a griffin overhead come flying in, landing beyond the wall somewhere. What would you like
We
to
could
do?
have taken a griffin. Sue, you're the best talker, right? Let's let you make the introductions.
Grim believes he's the best talker, remember, so don't say that out loud.
So Pepper says it out loud.
Yeah.
And then Grim laughs. Grim laughs. Ah! Oh, you are serious!
And because it doesn't necessarily matter, Sue, with a wink to Pepper, will say, "Well, Grim, do your magic," and defer to Grimhawk.
At that point, as you're approaching the gates, the guards are closing the doors, and the one looks up at the three and says, get in before nightfall.
Yeah. May
Pick up the
seem
pace.
like magic to you, my boy, but it's just from being a hero.
All right. Close. All right. And him and the other guard pick up this like 12 by 12. Actually, 3 or 4 guards come pick this 12 by 12 log up basically and drop it in the backside of the door to keep the door closed. As it closes behind you, you look around. There is a lumber mill. There is a inn. There is the tower itself. But nothing's in very good condition. And the fortification looks like it was built hastily. And if someone had the right siege equipment, could easily go through it.
I'm going to whisper to Grimhawk, "We might have been safer at the farms. You kind of give him an elbow in the ribs.
At least we would see what's coming.
You do see the road kind of continues in here and winds around in front of that mill and the inn, and looking at it as you get a closer look, it looks more like barracks than an inn. It's just kind of a long bunkhouse type thing, and there is a single griffin nest with one griffin laying in it, and the one that just landed is prancing around, and they're trying to get it tied up to a hitch post. And you see the road. That road winds in front of both of those things, and then up a hill to the base of the tower.
Well, Grim, we're looking for Brian Stoutmantle, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So let's find somebody who looks like they know what they're talking about and inquire about his whereabouts.
You say Grind? You're looking for
yeah.
Grind Stonemantle? Go up to the tower, knock on the door, ask one. You'll be there.
All right.
My kind of thing.
Sounds like it.
Are you looking to join up?
No, sir. No, sir. We're heroes. PaxAurum is here to help you, to save you.
Well, that sounds good to me. Anything that'll help reduce the stresses.
Pepper's looking at Grim like, what did you just sign us up for? We don't even know what's going on here yet. Grim doesn't care.
The
Yeah, it's more
opportunity
about
to
the-
smash is there.
Yeah.
It's more about the story than it is the truth. Let's head up to the hill then.
All right, you head up the hill, up the hill, past the griffins as he's kind of wrangling the one griffin. There's a stone staircase leading up to the tower. Looks like it was part of the tower, and like a set of great thick oak double doors, knockers on them.
Yeah, there is.
You want to grab those knockers then?
Yeah, I'll tug on one of them. Careful, you might chip a tooth.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Those are steel rings, folks. So you grab the
We're
knocker and you
talking about
bang
doors
on the
right
door.
here now, right?
I think
Yes.
that's on the second scary movie. I think when there's like the door knockers are set up and
Perfect.
bang. Oh, bang. Alright,
Mhm.
anyway, moving on.
So you knock on the door, and the door cracks open, and there's an old lady standing there. She says, "Can I help you?"
I'm deferring to Grimhawk. That's he wants to do the talking. That's
Oh yeah, right. Yes, we're looking for Brian Stoutmantle.
Oh,
Should-
yes.
We
Great.
should be able to help.
Oh, help! That would be great. That would be very good. Yes. One moment. Come in. She kind of stands. She opens the door and beckons you in, and it's like the front half of the tower. We can see there's a door to the left. There's it's like a waiting area in a hotel. There's a couple of pieces of furniture like cobbled together with wood, so they're like wooden benches and stuff, and but they look like they're attempting to make them more comfortable by having a nice little angle on them and a back on them. Just sit down. I will go get the captain of the militia. And she closes the door behind her and opens the door, which you see her go upstairs. And a few minutes later, a burly, bald man in a kind of a Henley with rolled up sleeves and suspenders and like puff burlap pants and big boots comes down. He seems like it seems like you would literally paint him with armor. He'd be the size of a man with armor on. But he's just got a Henley shirt on and suspenders. So he's just a big gentleman. Goatee, facial hair, similar structure to mine. He is shaking out his fist and looking at his knuckles as he comes down. Can I help you? You were looking for Grian Stoutmantle? That's me. Are you looking to join the militia?
No, we were sent by Commander What's-His-Face to check in and see how things are going here.
The Commander What's-His-Face?
Boros, right?
No, it's
That was it?
we're being secretive. It's Commander Shaw, or
Yeah.
Master Shaw. It's Commander What's-His-Face.
The Commander What's-His-Face, I see.
I picture
Yes.
Grimhawk being confused about who we're talking about and saying,
Kind of a who's on first moment.
"Uh-huh."
Yeah, the one and only.
Yes.
Somebody
Well,
sent us because they need us to smash.
well, there's plenty to smash around here. Currently, Moonbrook is under siege. Well, not under siege. It's been taken over by Defias. Trying find their secrets. They just keep showing up. We'll eliminate a few of them, but then they're there still. We think they're hiding somewhere nearby Moonbrook.
Do you any idea who's leading them, or do you have any names of suspected members?
Oh, we have a member upstairs. He's not going to do a lot of talking right now. And he looks at his hand.
Well, we've done some interrogation in the past. I wonder if you'd like us to assist.
I can throw up the zone of truth, if that would help.
Can you wake him up?
Yes, I can.
He's having a little bit of a snoozer right now.
Well then, dinner first. Interrogation second.
I think dinner tonight would be good. We'll let's question that fool in the morning. He's got a lot to think about tonight. Dream about, at least. Come with me. Let's go get some dinner. And he walks to the door and he opens the door and proceeds to hold it open for you guys to walk out.
Sue will walk out and nod nod in thanks as we exit.
He nods. He's doctor.
Doctor.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Kiss my ass.
Merry
Kiss his ass.
Happy
Kiss your
Hanukkah.
own ass. Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. The three of you walk through and he closes the door behind. He goes, all right, yeah, just down the hill here. We'll go to the bunkhouse. And you walk down, and what you thought was an inn at first is literally just a large, like, militarized bunkhouse. It looks like it might have been a barn at one point, or someplace where the mill workers of the lumber mill were staying. You walk in, there's a pot in the hearth boiling something that actually smells better than it looks. There is a couple of casks They have. He goes over to one and he pulls 4 mugs out from under a table, old wooden mugs that have seen better days, and starts filling them and brings them. He says, "Here, over here, table, sit." And he comes down and he drops these 4 mugs down and slides them out to you. And he's like, "I apologize for the lack of quality in the ale, but it'll put a hair on your back, that's for sure."
Just what you need, Grimhawk. More hair on your body.
Pepper will probably take a little taste and be like, this is probably, and pass the cup over to one of the others.
It is strong and biting when you take a drink of it. It's whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either gonna put hair on your back or it's gonna take the paint off your shield. One of them.
We still have some more fancy wine bottles, so I'll see how the conversation goes during dinner, and maybe we'll break a couple of those out and have a good celebration with some of the soldiers here.
A younger blonde lady in plain clothing, her hair kind of tied back a little wispy on the side and looks like she's been working, brings wooden bowls over to you guys with stew in it. It's brown, like it's almost like a beef stew, but as you're spooning through it, you really can't find any meat. So you're not sure. You recognize potatoes. Potatoes are recognizable. There's every once in a while you come across something orange that might be a carrot. Then there's a few other things in there that you're not sure what they are, but they aren't. They've taken on the taste of the like broth of it, so it isn't appalling to eat, but it's not spectacular either. Real kind of a living off the land type of stew.
Functional, not fashionable.
Exactly.
Sounds good right now.
So you're looking for information for Commander What's-His-Nuts.
No, Commander What's-His-Nuts is over at the other tower. We're here for Commander What's-His-Face.
Oh, What's-His-Face? Got it. Yeah, Commander What's-His-Nuts isn't a very reliable source either.
Mm-hmm.
What can I tell you? I can tell you Moonbrook has been overrun. They're using the schoolhouse as some sort of planning facility. There are goblins there. There are Defias there. Have you even seen a knoll or two?
The whole
Ever
crew.
seen a big, burly, ugly-looking knoll? It's like much bigger than the rest of them.
We have, yes. There's been reports of him. Hogger, they say. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're calling him. Not very frequently, but he has been seen. I was trying to get information out of the prisoner we have earlier. He didn't want to talk much.
And
I have a feeling when he wakes up in the morning and sees what his life will be like, he may...
Who is this prisoner, and what information are you attempting to get from him?
He's a Defias we pulled out of Moonbrook. We've been poking at them regularly, trying to figure out information, find out where they're coming from, where they're getting supplied from, where they're operating out of. And best we can tell is the schoolhouse. It's thick with Defias. Moonbrook is. It's not a thing that, I mean, they're the people. It's the people's militia. This is what's left of the good people of Westfall. We have rallied here at this point and are trying to maintain this bastion against the Defias. Other than that, it's Westbrook Garrison that's holding them away from Elwyn Forest.
How thick are we talking here? Is that like 2 C's thick or like 3 C's thick? Like how thick?
Quarter mil, maybe. No.
What'd you say?
Said $250,000 maybe. Suddenly I went to work talking about thickness of parts and stuff. It's like, wow. Oh, like, best we estimate there's probably somewhere between 100 and 150 Defias.
And I'll look to
That
Grimhawk.
includes like
Is that enough smashing
goblins
faces
and
for
so.
you?
Hey, let me at him, and this fight will be over today.
Keep telling yourself that, young man.
I tell
You
the
guys
others
seem a bit
when you
more.
watch it happen.
I suppose we couldn't convince them to send their champion versus our champion.
No, there's something else that's driving them. We haven't been able to figure out quite what it is yet. It's something to do with the Stonemasons Guild. We're not sure, though. I mean, I have my suspicions.
What would that be with your suspicions?
Well, the nobles disbanding the Stonemasons Guild. You start doing shit like that, common folk tend to revolt a bit. We believe that this all started with that. And the Defias are so much more than just the stonemasons now, though. There are goblins, there are gnolls, there are other bandits that have joined up. But they're planning something. We don't know what it is.
If it at all seems like he's holding anything back from us out of duty or whatever, definitely break out the fancy wine bottles and try to get him.
Make an insight check.
Yeah, I don't have a good 6.
It doesn't seem like he's holding anything back from you at all.
Okay.
Seems pretty forthcoming with everything.
If he knows we're working
very
for
trusting.
Commander What's-His-Face.
Yeah. You're working with What's-His-Face, so he's... And I will say the goblin contraptions is relatively new. A relatively new development. The last few remaining farmsteads that were holding on, trying to cut out a life here and maintain a life here, have given up the ghost.
Yeah, we'll tell him about our interaction at the farm with the 2 golems.
Furlboroughs. I thought they were far enough away. Damn it. Well,
If they get much further, it's going to be the Westbrook Garrison's problem.
yeah. Well, at least the Furlboroughs got out. Alextons weren't as lucky. We still don't know where half of them are.
Yeah, that was our mission for tomorrow. We were going to check in there and see, because we talked to Boros up in Stormwind, and he was wondering how they were doing.
Oh, if you could report that information back to me as well, that would be appreciated. Anything you find there would be helpful. Well,
Indeed.
After this conversation, just as a side note before we shut down here, I would make it a note to tell everyone we should probably attune our Hearthstones back to Sentinel Hill if he wants a report back, so we can just shoot back to Sentinel Hill instead of walking.
Yeah.
Good idea.
So if he can find us a place to sleep for the night, then we'll go interrogate the prisoner after dinner and have a place to bunk down after that.
Yes.
All right. So we'll start with interrogating the prisoner next time.
And that would be in the morning, right? So take a long rest.
I don't know. It's up to you. Jeff said after dinner.
Okay.
I think we should get him after dinner while
I would agree, because then we could take a long rest and get all of our shit back in the morning. Because if I do the Zone of Truth, that's a spell slot.
Right.
That makes sense.
I know why I was saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, are you doing it after dinner or are you doing it in the morning? It matters.
Well, the guy said in the morning, so I was just following his lead. But if the team is saying after,
and he would try and dissuade you from doing it this evening. And if roll an insight check. Actually, the three of you all roll an insight check, and this will be our last check, and then we can wrap this thing up.
Nat 20 for 27.
Ooh,
13.
Sue, you actually, it's funny that you say you were taking his lead on this. You actually pick up on some guilt. in his voice when he kind of tries to persuade you to, let's do this in the morning. He's had a rough afternoon. So, and that right there is where we will wrap this.
All right, perfect.
9 sessions complete.
awesome.
7 to go. Ish.
Work team.
Ish.
Ooh, ooh.
7, assuming that we don't take any side quests.
Yes, exactly. 7, assuming you don't go to Ironforge or Teldressel.
We find a raft full of goods floating down the river, and we decide to ride it and see where it goes.
Side quest to your mom's house.
All right. On that note, we are Two Nerds on Quest. We're here Sunday mornings, 8:30 or 8 a.m. Central Time. Twitch.tv/TomMNorm, TOMMNORM, or bit.ly/NerdTube. That is our YouTube channel. We have all of our videos there. We have our past shows there from the beginning of time. As JC pointed out earlier today, we are creeping up on 5 years of this bullshit. Congratulations to us.
Greatest bullshit in the world, man. I love it.
Oh, it's fantastic. So thank you to everybody who has been supporting us and all that fun stuff. So if you want to support us, download the free podcast that comes out Thursday mornings. If you really want to support us, subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels. Costs you absolutely nothing. You can use your Amazon Prime sub on Twitch. That'll help support the show. And patreon.com/2nerds1quest if you would like to partake and get access to the unedited podcast with the pre and post show content, as well as a few other things. I'm going to be updating that because I'll be honest, we have like 4 tiers and we don't do shit for any of them. So that'll be getting updated soon with some fun stuff. We'll have a discussion about that at some point. Anyway, that is that. So give us ratings, reviews, wherever you get your podcast from. Follow us. We'd love to hear what you have to say about the show. With that being said, for me, for Coach, for Genius, and for the DMJC. Later, nerds.
Paint the town blue, riots all around you.
All right, we're back.